14 in the third. Pagaran. Campanal. Nice pass down low.
But I guess that really is, you know, how they plan on those kind of action. Kung may libreng tres sa kabila, ipapasa mo.
Bam Lopez, about similar spot where he hit that cold-blooded shot in that closeout game against Batangas.
Na nagustuhan mo doon yung paggamit niya ng screen, yung pag-re-screen. At nung nakita niya na iwan na niya yung depensa, sa kanya tinirahan.
Pumihit si Will Gozo. Pintes. Impayan the rebound. He is joined by Renzo Subido, Warren Bonifacio, Mike Maestre, and Bam Lopez.
Kanina pinag-usapan natin kayo ng ganda ng pagkakabunod nitong mga ibang mga players ni Coach Eric, pero hindi mo rin naman matatawaran yung naging performance nitong lima para dito sa Binyan. Renzo Subido, Bam Lopez, you normally would have Pamboy Raimundo and Kenny Recocurva in there, but these guys had filled that spot very well, especially here to start the fourth quarter. Oh, Coach
Uy,
Juanito.
Coach Juanitz, nandito pala si Coach Juanitz.
Hey, Coach Juanitz.
Mamaya.
mamaya.
Ayun si Coach Juanitz. But you see that shot go in for Renzo Subido. Cuts the lead, increasing the lead rather to 13 points, 45-32.
Nusker's got to respond. Nusker's got to respond here.
Campanal, susugod. Bumps Mike Maestre but fails to convert. Put back though from Christian Pagaran.
Pagaran's leading the way so far. So out of lahat ng mga hinugot ng mga bata ni Coach Eric galing sa bench.
11 puntos ang kalamangan ng Binyan. Subido. Tight pass. Gimpayan missing. Quezon coming away with it. Campanal. Will Gozo airballs that floater.
Even yung mga tirang alam mo na within range na para kay Will Gozo. Maaring nadulas yung bola sa kamay niya or na-miscalculate niya, but still that spot's very makeable para dito kay Will. They blitz it.
To the post, Bonifacio. 6 seconds left on their shot clock. Bam Lopez puts it up off the glass. Almost got it in. Bola na tapik. Gimpayan giving them another crack at it.
Obviously, ang Binyan gumagamit ng oras ngayon. They are taking the shot when it reaches roughly below 10 seconds. That's when they start attacking.
Gimpayan hits the deck. Nakapanggaan na naman sila this time ni Will Gozo. We have a timeout on the floor with 6 minutes and 46 seconds left in the fourth. The sixth of the game is powered by 747 Live. Dito ka sa Legit.
Well, pocket pass naging available dahil kinakailangang mag-cover dun sa depensa na yun. Naiwan si Warren Bonifacio.
Mark Gimpayan his third.
Campanal scoreless in this outing after coming away with 11 points, hitting 3 triples in game number 3, Coach Mike.
Well, that is huge because him alongside LJ have been the guys that really carried the load in that previous game. Kaya doon mo makikita yung yung naging somehow nararamdaman mo na ang nag-dictate ng tempo ng game from the get-go is really Binyan.
Poypoy Aktub inserted here in the fourth period. Task to guard LJ Gonzalez. Nakakapasok lang din para sa Quezon. Gonzalez nakabuelo. That's too easy for LJ, but bad landing there, pero ipapagpag lang yan. 47-36. 11-point lead. Poypoy working on Alvin Abundo. Pasa muna kay Maestre. Behind the back dribble, Maestre puts it up. Rebound ending up with RJ Minerva. Abundo. Here come the Quezon Oscars. First basket from the former MPBL MVP Campanal.
And so long as Ken pumapasok yung mga 3-pointers na yan, they're still in it. Speaking of the Quezon Huskers,
They are 4 out of 18 from beyond the arc, and yet they're down by just 8. And an offensive foul will be whistled against Poy Poy Yaktub.
oh boy, you're up only 8 right now.
Fast break of the game is brought to you by Extreme X Play. On the go speaker, take your music anywhere.
On the moment that he crossed yung free throw line na yon na nasa kaliwang side at naiwan at huling naka-recover itong si Warren Bonifacio after maiwanan ni LJ yung unang bumabantay sa kanya. It was a done deal. It's an easy left-hand finish for LJ. Ang importante dito, makascore itong Huskers.
Gonzalez drives left again. Pass to Minerva, tough catch. In traffic, RJ, no. And it was off Minerva. Bola babalik sa panig ng Binyan.
And so far, ang ginagawa nito si Coach Eric, shouting out, coverages on the defensive end of the floor. Ang ginagawa ng Binyan really is itawid ang bola sa half court, maraming pasahan, misdirect, tapos sa final 10 seconds, doon sila magsisimulang umatake.
Another cut. Oh my goodness. Roa Corva off that nice assist from Mark Pingris.
Ang kagandahan dun sa mga ganong klase ng pasa is sa loob tumitira ng paint, at kung sa loob ka tumitira, short rebound yun LJ for 3.
LJ again, malakas. Abundo pulls it back out to Gabanal. Balik kay Alvin Abundo on the right side. 8 seconds left on their shot clock. LJ going right at Roa Corva and manage to draw a foul against Kenny.
Gumagana itong depensa ng Binyan talaga. Ito, yung pinag-uusapan natin, poste, may dive sa kabila.
Fifth game brought to you by 747 Live. Dito ka sa legit. Your game, your chance, your thrill. Only with 747 Live.
Ipagpalagay natin na yung tira na yun ni Kenny Rocacuba is hindi pumasok. That is going to be a short rebound. At sinong malapit? Mark Pingris.
Let's go courtside to Miss Mika Abisamis.
Almost 3 years in the MPBL, Mark Pingris is in awe of the talent that has been arriving, two of which, Simon Sandagon and LJ Gonzalez. Two players na malapit sa puso niya. Coach Ping of FEU was a great mentor to the two. Hindi makakalimutan ni LJ ang payo ni Kuya Mark na pag nakaipon ka, ang una mong gawin ay bilan ang magulang mo ng bahay at mag-invest sa negosyo because you will never know what will happen to you after. Si Simon naman ang sabi, nung game 1, idol ko pa talaga si Kuya Coach Ping. Pero masyado niyang ginaligan sa series na to, di ko na muna siya idol ngayon. Saka na ulit. Ping said, abangan niyo ang dalawang yan. Talagang malayo ang mararating. Yan, Coach Mike.
Right on cue, Mika. Mark Ping is going right at Simon Sandagon. He scores. And a bonus free throw coming up, having some choice words with Alvin Abundo. Look at this move, Coach Mike.
And it's really the toughness of a Mark Pingris that keeps these guys intact and believing that they still got a shot at this against the Quezon Huskers. And never mo makikita, nagpapanik ang isang Mark Pingris, kahit ilang defender na lumapit sa kanya, alam pa rin niya kung anong gagawin niya, kahit marami na nakadefend.
Tubong Puso Rubio, Pangasinan, Mark Pingris. Nung araw na ipagsapalaran, papuntang Maynila. Now here he is. Probably at the closing stages of his career, being a mentor still, despite being fierce adversaries with guys like Simon Sandagon, Vince Magbuhos. And now he has a chance to give some life dito sa Binyan, up by 11, 51-40. Roa Curva, binabantayan ni LJ. Bola na tapik palabas, nabasa doon ni Alvin Abundo yung balak gawin ni Carlo Lastimosa, but only 4 seconds left on the shot clock of Binyan. Coach Boyd Fernandez will use one of his timeouts here. And they're still up by double figures. with just under 4 minutes left. We'll be back after the short break. Warren Bonifacio, 10 points, hit a couple of threes back in the first quarter to go along with 4 assists para dito sa Binyan.
And then Warren Bonifacio, pretty much yung palitan nila ng pwesto nito ni Mark Pingris, ano? Na nakakatulong para dito sa Binyan.
3 minutes and 59 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Quezon, the closest that they have been was at 7 points. LJ Gonzalez, we talked about how he has been having a magnificent series, but tonight, a different story. Only 6 points, though he has 3 rebounds and 4 assists. And not helping their matters is Judel Fuentes after hitting his first field goal early in the third period. Twisted his ankle after he made that shot and has not returned since. Oh, Rafa Curva with an acrobatic finish!
Oh my God! Left-handed guy, tumapos ng kanan sa right side ng floor, Ken. Ibang klase yun kay Kenny.
We got to see that one more time. Oh my goodness, Kenny Coca-Curva.
Higa nga, parang kompleto Ricardo na yun eh, no? Burst of speed. Woo! Yung lipat sa kanan, yun ang mabigat dun eh.
That is simply poetry in motion.
Tatlo yung dinaanan na depensa nun. Nakalipad na siya kagad. You know, that's how tough it is to go up against a downhill Kenny Roca-Curva.
4 seconds left on the shot clock of the Huskers. Panal. Free, no good. Roca-Curva comes away with a rebound. Binyan with a 13-point lead, 53-40. Pingris offering that screen. Lastimosa puts it on the deck. Runner by Carlo off the glass and in!
With all of the other perimeter shooters and the three-point shooters clicking for Binyan, that really just opens up the middle of the floor for this handoff. And itong drive na to ni Carlo Lastimosa, talagang wala nang challenge. Everybody's nag-aabang na baka i-drop pass na naman eh. But Carlos says, no, I'll finish this and I'll go glass.
Biggest lead of the night for Binyan at 15 points. Timeout Quezon. Rebounding story in the first 3 games, Coach Mike. +2 Quezon in game number 1, +9 Binyan in game number 2, +7 last Monday for the Quezon Huskers. And whoever won the rebounding battle also picked up a win. And tonight, ano ba ang ating rebounding story here, Coach Mike?
+3 pagdating dyan. Itong Binyan, that's 38 rebounds versus 35 for the Quezon Huskers. And yung hinihimas na ulo na yan ni Big Boy Hernandez, isa sa mga dahilan kung bakit lamang pagdating sa rebound itong Binyan. Pingris has 10 rebounds. Gimpayan, in a very long while, never did it in the playoffs. For the very first time, has a double-digit rebound performance.
LJ knocks down a free. Still some life para dito sa Quezon Huskers.
I'm telling you, if they still got that 3, the Huskers are never out of it.
55-43.
Bread and butter.
Pingris sizing up. Will Gozom held down by Will. Free throws coming up for Pinoy Sakuragi.
On the ground, number 0, Will Gozom is third.
Third foul against Will Gozom.
Well, just so everybody knows, si Mark Pingris, through the 3 games that we played in this series, is the most fouled player, and he's had the most trip to the free throw line in all of the 3 games. By my count, I think parang nasa 20 plus free throw attempts na siya. See right there, Captain Hook.
Kasama si Balong Marquez. Dating magkakampihan sa San
Oo.
Juan.
Yeah, he's had 24 free throw attempts. Ooh!
Bonifacio hit his head on the canvas as Gozom, Banal, and him jockeying for position. Narinig ko yun eh.
Yeah,
Ang sakit, masakit yan. There was a loud thud.
there was a loud thud. And the thing is, ang daming tao dito. You could hear everybody cheering. And still, from where we are, we heard that, you know, pagtama ng ulo ni Warren Bonifacio.
This was off Mark Pingris attempting his second free throw. Let's see this. Look at the left side of your screens.
Sinusubukang ilak ni Warren yung dalawang Huskers. And,
Ayun.
oh yeah, as he went down.
So just a double foul.
Hopefully Warren's okay.
Oo.
I think that's the priority here.
He's been having a decent output.
Between number 77, Gabanal, his third.
Decent outing for
And
Warren
number 4, Warren
Bonifacio,
Bonifacio,
who
his first
struggled
foul.
with an injury on his wrist for almost the entire postseason, and also dating back to the elimination round. But that big spurt in that first period where he knocked down 2 3-pointers. Pingris will still shoot his second free throw here. He missed the first.
Oh, look at the warrior in Warren Bonifacio. And again, I think scoring kid.
Yeah. Nakita mo, no? Yung rebounding yung nag-stand out sa akin. Eh.
Ako sa akin yung free throw. That's the last 2 games he attempted what? Total of 20 plus free throws where he's 60% from there. And a lot of it is ito na yung close game na, yung patapos na, yung sinisecure na nila yung either sinisecure yung panalo or sinusubukang bumalik sa laban. That's a trouble. That is a trouble.
Last 2 minutes of the ball game here. Binyan.
Baba Pamboy Raimundo though.
Yeah, in that first quarter.
Oo, mabigat yun yung simula na yun para kay Pamboy Raimundo. Yung, I think he had a couple of 3-pointers to start the game and a really good pagtimon para dito sa Binyan. You also have to recognize that because kung hindi niya ginawa yun, it would have been off to the races on fast breaks for the Huskers. But dahil sa magandang pagtimon ni Pamboy, ito naging resulta para sa Binyan. Oh, wow!
LJ with his second three of the quarter. 12 points for LJ Gonzalez. Baba sa 10 ang lamang. This is still not over. A minute and 36 left. And Raimundo turns the ball over.
Still opens that door for Quezon. They get a quick 3 here. They'll be down only 7. Ito yung tres na yun ni LJ. He was backpedaling and then he went back to try and go against Pamboy.
LJ lobs it up. Will Gozom scores underneath. And Coach Boyet Fernandez will sue for time.
Boy, this is an 8-point game. But on a 5-point run by the Huskers. Ito yung switch. They always try to blitz the man on the ball. They left underneath the tag man o yung tumutulong dapat sa ilalim ay si Carlo. Nahuli. Ganda ng salo, ganda ng finish.
Cuts the lead down to 8, 56-48. Timeout Binyan. The RoboCup is in the building. Alvin Teng.
Oo nga. Isa yan sa mga may hirap kabantayan sa ilalim. Parang Mark Pingris yan. Yung mga back in the days when he was playing.
LJ Gonzalez finding his rhythm in the fourth quarter. 8 of his 12 points coming in this period.
Well, this is a crucial stretch para dito sa Quezon Huskers. An LJ3, a turnover, and 2 points converted off of it.
56-48, 8 puntos ang kailangan pang habulin ng Quezon.
Ooh!
That's back-to-back miscues from Pamboy Raimundo.
Wow, a couple of miscues for Binyan.
Very frustrated Coach Boyet Fernandez. Something you don't want coming off a timeout.
Clearly.
LJ almost lost it. Gonzalez
That's a foul.
got held up by Kenny Roacorva. Both teams are in penalty. So Gonzalez a chance to make this a 2-possession ball game with still 1 minute and 13 seconds left in regulation. Fast break of the game is brought to you by Extreme Cool Air Conditioners. Ang Extreme magpalamig, free installation for split-type air conditioners.
And this is one of the things that Binyan has actually done. You know, you get a stop in the paint. Pag nakuha mo, takuha mo na siya sa kabila.
Big miss at the line. LJ Gonzalez just 1 out of 3 from the stripe. Baba sa 7 ang lamang. 56-49. Raimundo to Roacorva. They have to cross the timeline. Intercepted by Gapanal. Swing pass. Gonzalez. The fake. The drive. Lays it up and in. Lead is down to 5.
That was a good decision by LJ, opting for the higher percentage shot.
Roacorva getting past the defense. No need to foul if you're Quezon.
Ooh!
Pingis stepping on the baseline.
They're gonna challenge this, and rightfully so, because it's napakahalaga nito. This is very important possession for Binyan. See that pass right there, good swing. Immediately saw Pamboy Raimundo closing out. What do you do if you're LJ? You know, you attack it. And he just went in there and got that good lane open for himself.
Wait, Coach Boyet is clarifying on what he wants to challenge here.
Yeah, he did signal for a challenge, I think, earlier. But what is contesting, parang dapat yata i-review ng officials talaga. Yun yung inaantay niya. Pero nauna yung signal niya ng challenge kanina.
So yung out of bounds play,
Yes.
because Mark Pingris was deemed out of bounds. They have a good angle here. Let's see. Oh yeah, he did. That is
Yes.
pretty clear. He's not gonna win this challenge.
Yung paa na yan, clearly, nandun sa linya.
Saka isa pa kasing tinitignan nila dyan. Baka merong foul. Kaya
Oo.
na-force out of bounds si Mark Pingris. But definitely on that replay,
There wasn't much contact.
layo. Oo.
Oh, layo.
So that's gonna be 3 straight turnovers by Binyan.
Yes. Tapos, 2-possession game with 50 on the clock. Haba pa nito. There's still a lot of time.
This was a 53-40 game earlier. Judel Fuentes, unfortunately, has not come back in the second half.
And you have to remember, itong Quezon Huskers,
Upon review, the challenge was unsuccessful.
Yeah.
Ball possession for Quezon Huskers.
you have to remember, Ken, in the national finals from last season, the Huskers actually did good in crunch time. That right foot. There you go.
Oo.
There you go.
So bola ng Quezon. Down by 5. Dami pang oras nito.
Oo, haba pa
50.3
nito.
seconds. Both teams in penalty.
Haba pa nito. And the Quezon Huskers are very familiar in these kinds of yung mga senaryo sa endgame.
Turnovers. Kanina, mas marami yung Quezon, but Binyan has caught up to that. In fact, 3 more turnovers resulting to 21 turnover points. Will Gozom, this is big! Too strong. But Joshua Yero caught stepping on the baseline. Binyan dodging a bullet because Will Gozom was wide open. Could have cut it down to 2. 36.5 seconds left. Pinasok ni Coach Boyet si JJ Pido. Additional ball handler. Crossing the timeline. Lost it. Will Gozom got it back, but he will turn the ball over. He thought he got fouled. He was right there at the cup.
Well, even Pido thought he got fouled. Well, just too quick.
Oo. Double team.
Foul.
They push from Campanal. They are in penalty. So Roa Corva potentially, well, just to give them some breathing room to make this a 3-possession ball game.
Yan ang isa sa mga pasan tinitingnan mo eh. Yung sa gitna ng floor if you're getting pressed from the back. And Kenny, talagang nilundag niya yun para masalo niya yung pasa na yung galing kay Pido. And that indeed was a foul on Gap.
Kenny Roa Corva. Just 5 out of 9 from the line. Does have 11 points. This is still not over. This is just 2 possessions, even if he makes the second free throw.
In the playoff, Kenny's been an 82% free throw shooter of all the playoff games that they played since the first round.
He needs to make this to create some cushion for Binyan. He does not. Buhay pa ang Quezon. Gonzalez. 13 seconds left. LJ pulls up. Long three-pointer. Too strong. Tip in is good. 7.6 seconds left. Binyan, no more timeouts. Quezon needs to foul. Time not on their side, and they do foul JJ Pido with 3.1 seconds remaining. They still have 1 timeout. Pero Quezon,
Grabe itong series na to. Now, I think 3 of the 4 games have really, in a way, refused to end, no?
oh,
Ito yung magandang topic ni Yero. Just timely na tumama dun sa board bago pumasok.
just trying to hold on. Quezon has never led, and yet they have managed to cut this lead down to 3 points. So Pido actually has a chance to ice this one if he hits both. But you gotta give credit to this gritty stand by Binyan, Coach Mike. The way they have managed this game up until the last minute where they coughed up the ball 3 times. But for the majority of this game, nakita mo yung poise nila, no? With their backs against the wall. And kahit pa ilang beses nagtangkang humabol itong Quezon, nanatiling sa kanila yung kalamangan. Coach Yong Garcia, kakailangan, well, tignan muna natin, ha? Baka mukhang kakailanganin pa niyang maghintay ng kaunti.
Oo.
With this series poised to go into a game number 5.
Well, at the rate this series is being played, talagang si Coach Juanit's right there for watching here. This is a game, this is a series of composure, you know, high intensity, high octane, a lot of pressure, and kung sino ang bibigay, they're getting the shorter end of the stick. And so far yan ang nagiging trend dito sa series na ito. Kailangan pantayan mo yung intensity ng kalaban mo. Oh boy.
Now, in case of a miss, Quezon needs a free, pero they don't have the benefit of
Ang tanong ngayon
getting
dyan,
it out of bounds.
Ang tanong ngayon dyan, Ken, is that do you make this or do you miss this?
You make this, I think, if you're JJP though. It makes it a 2-possession game.
Yes. There you go.
And he does. Timeout Quezon. Down by 4, 3.3 seconds left.
Halos wala na kailangan gawin ng Binyan dito. Not even to foul a 3-point shooter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the last thing they want.
Correct. You let them take the shot from wherever at wag mo na i-foul.
LJ! Ito mangyari, LJ. Amsi! Eman! Okay. Win!
Coach.
Gab! Okay. Ito gagawin natin, ha? Sorry. Eman pala. Amsi. Win! Gab. Didikoy ko si Eman, ha? Huwag mo lalaliman. Didikoy ko si Eman. Okay? Eman. Pero pag libre-libre, bigay mo. Tamsi. Screen sa'yo, dalawa. Baseline. Shot. Okay? Okay? Maliwanag, ha? Okay, now listen. Ikaw na lang. Isang screen lang. Para si Gab. Pop out. Okay, Gab? Pwede yan, ha? Okay? Anong gagawin natin? Gab! Win! Gab! Kunyari kay Tamsi ka, pero mispread na to, pipin down sa'yo si Win. Okay, pero sumit ka ron. Okay, maliwanag, ha? Tatawid pa si Tamsi. O, tatawid. Timingan mo, Brad. Pag ganon, hindi, huwag mo nintayin. Pag ganon, lumipat ka lang agad dito, option ka lang agad, tapos si Tamsi. So, ano yan, ha? LJ, pag wala kang tira, spread, hand up nyo kay LJ. Okay?
Well, they're definitely going to go for a 3. First, use Eman Taglia as a decoy, eventually setting up a kind of like a what do you call this? An elevator screen maybe, or a gate screen for Tamsi as he goes baseline, and then Will is gonna pin down on Gab for a potential shot. If there's nothing there, they still can go over to LJ Gonzalez.
LJ will trigger it in.
There's that pin in.
Altamsi.
That's the shot.
Oh! He misses! And that's gonna do it. Warren Bonifacio flirting with disaster, but for the second consecutive year, the South Division Finals comes down to one final game. Binyan this year will play in their third do-or-die game in the 2025 playoffs. And boy, an impressive record, 6-3 win-loss mark in these playoffs. But this guy, the heart and soul of Binyan, he is our best player of the game, Mark Pingris. Yung production niya in terms of points, hindi naman natin masasabi na kasing bigat nung naging production niya on the defensive end and how he snared those boards para dito sa Binyan.
Minsan yung presence talaga ni Mark Pingris I mean, he's not very flamboyant inside, not commanding for the ball. Matter of fact, kuha rebound, hanap ng kakampi na libre. Yun ang naging trabaho nito ni Mark Pingris. Pero the way that this team has been glued together, I feel the way that he's played has really led them into a game number 5.
Final score 57-53. Binyan holds off Quezon in game number 4 as the series shifts to Lucena for a winner-take-all game number 5. Let's go courtside to Miss Mika Abisamis.
Maraming salamat, Ping. Congratulations. Napag-usapan natin kanina na rinespeto mo ang serye na to na para kang nasa championship series na talaga, no? Today, you had 11 rebounds. Pero ang laro din ng Quezon, lumaban din talaga sila sa inyo hanggang dulo.
Well, nire-respeto talaga namin sila dahil, defending champion, di ba? Nandun yung magandang laro din nila. But tonight talagang dumipensa lang talaga kami na maayos. Yun yung wala nung last game namin. So, yesterday, yun sa practice namin talagang nag-focus kami sa defense. Dahil yun ang magpapanalo sa amin.
Ping, sabi nga ni Coach Mike Perez, you were the most fouled player sa series na to. It speaks of your value. Kung ano talaga ang value mo sa seryeng to. Sabi nga ni Gab Banal at ni Sandagon kanina, idol ka pa daw nila nung game 1. Ngayon daw hindi na. Anong masasabi mo doon?
Okay lang, nire-respeto ko yun. Laro lang to pero magkakaibigan kami. Ako, idol ko yung mga yan. Balang araw, ako yung papalakpak mismo sa kanila pagdating nila sa PBA.